Hello viewers, Assalamu alaikum. This is Hasan from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Hope you all are doing great. This is the month of February 2021. So we are having a ride in our neighborhood and thought of having a quick discussion with you with one of the most common questions that I face while YouTubing last couple of years. And the question is, how much money do I need to migrate to Canada? Let's have a quick discussion about it with some references from IRCC. In fact, this is in Canadian term, in Canadian immigration term, this is called proof of fund. The fund you will need to settle here in your first few months after moving to Canada. So that is called proof of fund. You have to show the Canadian authority that you have got ample fund to support you as well as your family, if your family accompanies you in the first few months. And that's why Canadian authority would like to see some written documents from you that will prove your sufficient fund in your home country. This is how the Canadian authority termed it. They said proof of fund is how you show us that you have enough money to settle in Canada. If we invite you to apply, you must give written proof that you have this money. So that is your proof of fund. And now the question is, who needs proof of fund? Well, two types of applicant would need proof of fund. Number one is Federal Skilled Worker Program, and the second is Federal Skilled Trade Program. So if you are going to apply through one of these programs, you will need to show your proof of fund. But there comes the next question, who doesn't need proof of fund? Well, the CEC stands for Canadian Experience Class, don't need to show the proof of fund. And simultaneously, if you happen to have a job offer in Canada, you don't need to show your proof of fund. Of course, you'll be bringing some money to help you settle in the first month or in the first 2 months. But in that case, as I said, if you have got a job offer from Canada, you wouldn't need to show proof of fund. Now, the next part of this question is how much money I'll need. And the Canadian authority is saying in reply to this part that the amount of money you need to support your family depends on the size of your family. And to calculate the size of your family, you must include yourself, the main applicant, and then your spouse, if you're married, and then your dependent children, if you have any children, and your spouse dependent children as well. So the amount of proof of fund will mainly be depending on the size of your family members. And then they have charted a table over there on IRCC site. They said this table shows the minimum amount you need to immigrate to Canada. If you have more money, you should list the full amount in your profile or application. So the minimum amount that will be needed for each member of the family has been tabled here. I'm showing these on the screen. You are able to see as well. You see, if you are only one member family, means you are the main applicant and single applicant, then you will need to have at least 12,960 Canadian dollar as your proof of fund. But if you are a two-member family, means you and your spouse, then or common law partner, then it would be 16,135 Canadian dollar. And then if you have one child, three-member family, you will need 19,836 Canadian dollar. And if you have two children, four-member family, you will need to show 24,083 Canadian dollar. And the list goes as you can see. Then they say on the side that what we accept as a proof, and that is very important. You have to have a clear understanding about it. They clearly mentioned here funds must be readily available to you. So you can't use equity on real property as proof of settlement fund. Suppose you have got a house in your home country So you cannot show that house as a proof of your fund. Your fund has to be liquid money which is readily available in your bank. And there has to be a written document to support that. And that document, which will be coming from your financial institution, must be printed on the financial institution's letterhead and must include their contact information, so that if the Canadian authority wishes to contact them, they should be able to contact. And that must include your name, that must include the list of outstanding debts such as credit card or other loans if you have any. And last but not the least, that must include for each current bank or investment account. Suppose the account number, date each account was open, current balance as well. So all these have to be included in your written document to show your proof of fund. Well, viewers, I think you've got a basic idea. Number one is how much money you need to bring to Canada. As you have seen, it mainly depends on the size of your family, the number of your family members. And then we have seen what exactly the figure should be depending on your family size. I hope this helps. Thank you so much for your time. All the best wishes for you. And I look forward to the pleasure of talking to you soon. Until then, have a great time. Stay tuned. Assalamu alaikum.